just want to pick cavalry and chariots and focus on, good engagements, good charges, and then chasing things off battlefields.
Do you know what's another fun microtask? This is the one that my coach gave me when I was a fresh recruit. It's you get 5 chaos chariots, normal chaos chariots. This is a micro test, not so much a cycle charge test. So the one Red Legion gave you is most definitely a cycle charge test, but get 5 chaos chariots versus 7 longbeards. You should lose every time, but in
Yeah,
terms of, but if you cycle charge and do it correctly, the 5 chaos chariots will win. That is
yeah.
that's the hard. That's a
I
little bit
mean,
harder, I guess, but it's a very fun one that my coach gave me.
So Deadly Bunnies has brought 6 Longbeards. Do you reckon that's something that you want to have a crack at, Lost Souls?
yeah, that sounds good. Maybe throw in a archer or two. That way, like, you can fall them back, maneuver them, and I have to like focus on, positioning myself.
Should I do a dwarven box? Audience?
The dreaded box.
You want to? I mean, remember, the whole point of this is just for Lost Souls to get his charging practice in. So they
I
probably
have
wouldn't have.
exactly enough units for the dreaded dwarven box.
I mean, there's a box.
It's beautiful.
Oh my god.
I have not seen such a beautiful sight.
Remember that Longbeards have charge defense, though, Lost Souls. Bear that in mind.
Yeah, whenever you're facing a box, aim for the corners.
Heard.
And like focus one corner down.
And also, units do not count as braced when they are engaged in combat. No matter what angle you charge them from.
You can also send single entities in first, right before you hit with another charge. It won't count as braced.
Nope.
And now you'll see one of the big reasons why Longbeards are such a hard unit to crack. Because not only do they have good melee defense and armor and leadership, but they also have high mass. And actually, that goes for all dwarf infantry.
I guess I should play a bit properly. Try and keep on the heels of your units.
Well, still, all that did what half and about a quarter damage to dwarf longbeards. That's pretty good value.
You gotta constantly move those troops, Lost Souls.
The dreaded dwarven box has been cracked.
I'd say it isn't really much of a box at this point.
Exactly. Oh, I left my lord go.
Uh-oh.
Run back. Oh, that dreaded 39 speed on lord.
Ooh. So quick.
Speed has never been known before, nor will it be again.
They should do that for like campaign. One of like the attributes for a dwarf should be like slightly faster than normal.
Well, I mean, they have that for slayers.
And range.
They have like fast for a dwarf.
Yeah.
I recommend Lost Souls you probably leave the Lord. Or at least don't use these.
Yeah, you're like bunching up way too much on the lord.
And also, these guys will they won't be able to kill him quickly. Because they
Like,
don't
he's
have good
taken-
AP.
And because dwarfs are known for not being killed quickly.
He's taken 700 damage out of all of that. Like, that was probably not worth it.
Yeah, and I'd spread your cavalry apart a bit. Lost Souls.
Yeah, because they're probably much more likely to miss, like, top down than they are wide.
Good play with the lion chariots, though.
So you're saying when I hit these guys with chariots first, that takes out when they're braced, so it opens up for cavalry, right?
Yes.
Maybe send your rangers in on that dwarf lord.
Or
Yeah, I just kind of brought those as backup because, like I said, I'm focusing on the cycle and all that.
yeah, as the dwarven formation is getting more and more pulled apart and the lines get thinner, they get more vulnerable to charges. So if you can crossfire things from multiple directions at once, you will deal more damage to them.
Does anybody know like how far away you have to be to like reset the charge? Like how many yards or whatever?
Yeah, sometimes I have that problem. I don't know. I always feel like chariots get stuck. I don't know why.
It
Well,
really depends on what you're fighting.
it depends on what you're fighting as well. Yeah, so dwarfs have high mass, so pulling through a unit through dwarfs is quite tricky, even for chariots, because, put it bluntly, they won't budge.
That's why I imagine you'd have to go in and then go out the same way you came most times.
Exactly. So, for example, these silver helms that just charged in here, they're probably going to go back out to the way they came. Or else they're... now they could be in a bit of trouble.
Getting surrounded.
Yeah.
You know,
Like-
trust something to help them out.
That's alright, I got the chariots, baby.
Chariots. Get your beards bloody.
I have exactly 0.
Oh, really?
It's a 0 build, guys.
Well, yeah. Well, that's you, Magnus. You can lay down and accept defeat.
Yep, sorry guys, I have to, yeah, I just can't win against this.
That's a GG, no re.
Yeah, did you know, right? Thanks,
Nice.
thanks for having me, guys.
What I love about this matchup is that you can use that specific unit. I'm just Chosen with great weapons are such a fun unit. I wish I could bring them in more matchups.
Yeah, I find Chosen, like, you know, a lot of units, like a lot of other elite units are better than them in a straight up combat, but I find that they just, like, for some reason, they just last longer.
Yeah, they have a lot of HP and they're just
Yeah.
combat stats are just insane. The biggest problem with Chosen is that they can get terror routed, which doesn't make sense to me, but they can. Because of that, that's why I do bring that crown of domination, keeping the Chosen from terror routing, because Lizardmen turns out have a lot of terror.
Oh wow, we're gonna play a game in slow motion, guys.
Yeah, it could be worse.
It'll buff out. It'll buff out.
Yeah. Our way back. I
Oh
think.
boy.
For some reason, elite infantry don't have like immune to psychology. It makes no sense.
A lot of elite infantry do have immune to psychology, like Black Orcs and Blackguard of Nagaron, and what is it?
Phoenix Guard don't
Obviously all
have
the
that,
undeads. Phoenix Guards do not, but when you use Phoenix Guard, lately a tactic that's probably they're not used too
Oh
often,
god.
but they do cause fear at the very least. Oh, it's slow.
Oh dear.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
They'll buff out.
Just on it. It
It's
makes some
just-
Alright,
It's
guys, your
just-
micro better be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
You
manage
you
to
don't
mess
you don't
this
have
up-
any time to react.
No excuses here.
Game a turn-based strategy game.
Yeah, it pretty much is. But yeah, to answer your thing earlier, Deadly Bunnies. Chosen never had immune psychology on the tabletop. They never
Oh
did.
hello! No one loves you.
What the
Like,
hell are you
zero
talking about?
Aggressive?
people- I was talking about those chameleon skinks. I was about to say, 0 people enjoy your existence, except for the people that are using you.
Me.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my god, let me get him. Get out of there, doctor. Get out of there. Oh my god. Oh my god, that thing has like a machine gun for,
Oh yeah. The Dread
It had turrets
gets
on it.
things
They
down.
have Gatling turrets on it.
Pretty
Jesus.
much.
It's like a rattling gun, but with like needles instead of warp
It's a
stone full of thing.
blowpipe. It's a blowpipe. There's actually there's only 2, but
Not very
I think on
good
the
using
tabletop
these.
they actually had 4.
The bloody Dredge Saurian just outshoots a skirmish cav.
Seems
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, seems legit, yeah. Sounds about right.
I don't know about what your thoughts, Poisonducky,
dang it.
but should
Come on.
Magnus be sending his forces in like this?
No. And you needed his skirmish cap kind of in the back. You don't need to kind of poke them from all different angles. You just need them in the back shooting into like monsters that try
Oh.
to push their way through.
Just aim them at the target that matters.
But also getting on these chameleon schemes is nice. So I guess that's
You
actually
just
a
left
way.
the Marauders.
Shut up.
No, get the marauders charging in.
They're the cornerstone of your army.
Yeah, clearly. They're what really makes the army come together.
Could have done it without the Marauders. If you ask
Couldn't
me.
have done it.
You get the horsemen charging into those chameleon schemes, just run them over real quick.
Now, still casually sporting 170 armor, courtesy of the Aura of Quetzal.
Nice charge on the chameleons.
I think that regrowth may have been a little premature there, Fafan.
Yeah, he didn't need it quite yet.
Indeed, given that it's engaging the Summoners of Rage, I don't know, they will inflict damage back, so...
It's
Yeah,
probably
no,
the
you had
best.
to be in battle for it to charge out. That's what the deal was.
Yeah, but they're kind of getting eaten alive.
Yeah, the Summoners of Rage.
That's a
God, look at
nasty
these
damage.
Chad skinks. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. This is
What did you just
unpleasant.
do? Banishment? Why not?
Look where it's heading.
Oh, God.
Right into your chosen.
Oh god. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh dear.
Alright, I gotta hope and pray on this one, folks.
Yeah. I'm guessing this is your internet, Magnus?
Probably. It is known to eat it at times, but most of the time it's alright.
Ooh, that was good. Or
It's eating
not.
my own. It's eating its own. It's cannibalizing.
Oh no.
Ah!
It's hungry. Oh
That
dear.
did a lot of damage to you.
Yeah, I think that hit them far worse, hit your troops far worse than it hit Fafan's.
No worries. I will hop in as chaos after this to show you how it's done.
Yeah. I don't. Chaos is definitely not my main. What are you doing, Flaming Vortex? Why?
The flame vortex. You live by the flame vortex, die by the flame vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly it.
Sky.
That
This
moment
time
of
it chose
destroying.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one chose
If only you had your Marauders, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Dude, they would
coming
have
up, don't worry.
saved it.
Yeah, they would have just looked up at the flame vortex and be like, no, and it would have scared it so bad it would have ran the other way.
Went straight into the Dreadstone mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, don't
Yep.
come over to the Chosen. What are you doing? Oh my god, of all the places you could have gone, you had to go there.
It goes right back into your horseman.
Yeah.
It's his own. It's his own summoners of rage getting in the way.
Yeah, one of
Alright,
them
don't worry,
blocked
guys.
it.
Don't worry. The Marauders are here, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, this isn't the mismatch of the century.
They've arrived, lads.
Oh yeah, and then the Carnosaur jumps in.
Oh, yeah. Fight them, Arcan.
To be fair, Archon could probably beat the Carnosaur, even at this stage.
Oh, with Slayer Kings, he destroys Connoisseurs.
Oh, yeah. You see that? That was like one hit, and the freaking Carnosaur ate it.
Yeah.
I was playing slow-mo Total War Warhammer too, guys.
Wow,
much does it
that
cost?
was unexpected.
How much does that RR Dreadstone cost?
A lot.
3,000 something.
3,000
Only?
and 700.
Dude, that should just be an army. That should just be it.
Yeah, so that's definitely OP. Please
All you
nerf.
need though is a net.
Yeah, it is. Please, nerf.
Make it
Alright.
like expensive, please.
Yeah,
Alright,
make it
so-
like 4,500.
Should I send you an invite, Poisonducky?
I'm already in. Now, if I wasn't memeing, I would not take Flamestorm. I would take Piercing Bolts of Burning. But no, the memes.
The memes.
The memes are too strong. If Raptor was here, he would agree with me.
I wanted to ask, Poison, why do you bring the Mirror Guard? What's the...
They have immune to psychology.
Oh, okay.
Now That is significant.
Yeah, against the Terror of Lustria, or the Shredder of Lustria.
Terror and
Now-
leadership
now-
debuff.
Now, don't tell me you forgot about your Marauders, okay?
Where'd they go? Oh shoot. Oh wait, they're over there. All right.
If you forget
They're in
the
the tree.
Marauders, you lose the game.
I agree.
They're here. They're right here.
That 15 armor is incredibly important.
It's I agree. Without
Yeah,
it, you
And
lose
those
the game.
bronze
armor.
shields.
You're practically defenseless without 15 armor. Once you have 15 armor, I mean, like, you can take on anything.
I agree.
You know, they're so effective. Armor piercing does nothing.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if you have armor piercing. Doesn't even matter if you have, like, you know, dread soaring, because they'll just tear the dread soaring to shreds. I don't like playing against any of the elves or lizardmen. Those are probably my least favorite factions to go up against.
We just hate going up against Techless.
Oh, look out for Fat Man.
Lizardmen
You
are
mu-
right, but Techless on a bird is so annoying sometimes.
Yo, make sure you get those
Um,
Marauders into that dread soaring. They'll do mad damage, yo.
Don't worry, the expert knows what he's doing.
It's kind of sad, but like Chameleon Tinks have more armor than Chaos Marauders.
Holy shit, they do.
Listen, Marauders don't need armor. It just bounced off their pecs.
Ooh, that
Morathi has
goes-
more armor than the Chaos Marauders.
Yeah.
Huh.
She has an armor value of 15.
Oh, that's gonna be a fat one, Chief. Or not.
Nah, not quite. But it does push them away. For a
Yeah,
little
but
bit, at
they
least.
can.
They're still in
throw while
range.
moving. Yeah, they can throw while moving.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is why this unit is my least favorite unit on the entire Chaos and Norska roster. I despise this unit
I hate
with a passion.
What you have against Horsemen?
One.
I hate
Everything.
Warhounds.
Berserkers or something, but the Horsemen?
I love whenever I use Warhounds, but I hate people using Warhounds on me. It's because, like, they're so fast that you can't really chase them off with anything, so they just keep on coming back and hitting it.
That's true. The Mirror Guard is just getting destroyed.
I wonder what math goes into choosing where the Vortex spells go. Or the Banishment and the Fire Vortex. Firestorm.
Random?
Yeah, I know, but I
What?
wonder what goes into it. Like, is there anything other than just pick a direction and go? Or is there, like...
It
Is
feels
it
like it
hunter?
specifically like goes after your own targets. You know, it targets shows not something with a heat-seeking
Yeah, no,
missile.
it targets friendlies, that's what it does.
Well, it does for you because it hates you.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, I don't know. This one's looking pretty
Ooh,
good for certain
nasty
person.
hit on them. The Horsemen though, just
Yeah,
Yeah, that-
so
that
one's
horseman-
not going to be firing.
what's like
for
10 of them.
longer. I don't know. I think they tamed some damage before then. Yeah. Behold one of the big problems with the Dread Saurian. It gets stuck on everything.
A massive thing like that, and it just like doesn't.
It can't turn.
Yeah. Dude,
No.
yeah, the guy on top of it running is like, hurt.
Not just that, but it has a weird thing when it's moving side by side with another unit. Sometimes the other unit will effectively, as you can see here, block its path or hold it in place in effect. Like it's got a hold of its leg or something and
It's
won't
just
let
got
go.
a dodgy hitbox. It's probably like a square, so it's just hitting the square of the hitbox. It's like, oh no, what to do?
Dude, I think he accidentally just hit the freaking his lord, the Dread Saurian.
No, they can't. You can't friendly fire with melee attacks.
You can't.
Just bitch slap the swan.
Yeah. Just this massive freaking.
His stupid chair.
It is a stupid chair.
Carnosaur better start running.
Oh, did you see that hit?
Ooh.
He just take off like a sixth of his health in one smack.
It's like 6 damage a hit. Jesus
And that
Christ.
Carnosaur's gone.
Yeah, Carnosaur
Yeah.
is routed.
Yeah, I don't know. The Dread Saurian's pretty hell tough. He could probably take
I don't
them
know,
all
but
on.
you'll watch. watch this. Depending on if Archaon gets his attacks off. And also you've got the Summoner's Rage beating down on it. And the Horseman throwing
They have
their...
enough ammo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it to the Stolodon, and is that a Slange Mage of Life? He can heal.
Yes.
Yeah, but well, look at what Fafan has left, apart from the monsters. The answer? Not a lot. The Saurus have all been beaten by the Chosen.
This is true.
Because that's what Chosen do.
They're not getting terrified because there's a large lizard in front of them.
I have the Crown of Command.
It's that, and also, one thing that you did, Magnus, that Poisonducky hasn't done, is you kind of sent your forces in piecemeal. So they took damage one after the other, which made them a bit easier to kill off. Poisonducky going for the memes. Or not.
No!
Oh no, it wasn't.
It singed one. It singed one Saurus.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, but
Saurus
it's
was
going
like,
into the chameleons.
the Saurus was like,
Yeah.
hey, why are we running?
It's the Marauders just being MVPs.
Crown of Command
Yeah.
work. Is it an area or is it targeted at one unit?
Wait, are the Marauders still in there?
The Crown of
It's an
Command's a single target. No, isn't it just a single target?
It's
And
an area.
here's the wing condition.
Yeah. Is it like Brock's crown?
No,
Not
it's
quite.
active at all times.
Wait, are the Marauders still in there?
Marauders have been killing skinks the entire game.
The
Yeah, but are they still
are about to get
alive?
routed.
No! Never retreat.
Oh, the Crown of Domination. Yeah, that 55-meter immune to psychology is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, and this Dread Saurian's goose has been cooked.
It's being chased
So-
by good old horseman.
But can it be
and
saved by the
there's the
hidden
memes.
Saurus warriors?
Oh my god, you killed. Why'd you? You can't kill Marauders. Marauders kill you.
I think
They
the
skin killed
Flamestorm killed
both.
the Marauders. Oh no,
It did.
the
And
skinks
the
are running
chameleon-
into
and
the
the skinks are
Flamestorm.
And
Running
the
right
skinks
into
are running
it.
right into it.
It's fine.
Does
Live
it
by the
have a
flamestorm,
tactical
die by the
retreat?
flamestorm.
Great form.
Yeah. The
The
skinks
Marauders are
have the
gonna
right
secure
idea.
the back line now.
Yeah, the skinks have the right idea, so... These two have been going at it non-stop.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever not been engaged since their first attack against each other.
Yeah, they've just been fighting this whole battle.
They just sat in each other.
Oh, oh,
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Uh-oh. Oh,
oh,
no. Oh, God.
It was enough to rampage the Saurus.
Yeah, they saw
Yeah.
the fire like, what the hell? We just beat these guys.
Yeah, and now... Todimus Prime versus the Everchosen.
Yeah, don't worry, it's the ever-chosen slam.
But did you guys see what I did differently there with my Marauder Horseman? It was
Yeah,
very.
you sat
that was
back.
the biggest change.
Whereas, yeah.
Yeah.
You pretend as almost they're like javelins, like not javelins, but like pretend they're almost infantry, but they have the ability to chase off units.
Yeah, just fast infantry.
And then if you saw the grouping, all of my infantry were fighting his infantry at the same time because mine are better. You don't blob up because you know that like blobbing up is effective if your infantry is worse because then it takes them longer to deal with your worse infantry. When you have better infantry, you don't blob up. You take each individual fight
Okay.
because that's more square footage, more surface area of your infantry because you know yours is better. And
Thanks,
79
Luke.
kills on those Chaos Marauders.
Dude, they were doing work.
So, in this particular case, what could I have done differently?
So in your case, okay. There's a few mistakes. You chased my Marauder Horseman with a Carnosaur, and they'll never catch it. It just won't. Like Marauder Horsemen are like what 90 speed. They're throwing axes at you. You're not going to catch it. What you want to do with this build is keep your Carnosaur and your Dreadsaurian together because Archaon can kill the Carnosaur by himself. He cannot kill the Dreadsaurian by himself, if that makes sense. Archaon will only be able to kill your monsters if he's supported and he isolates them. Notice how I isolated your Carnosaur and took advantage of that very clearly, and then I dealt with your Dreadsaurian. Once both of them are away from each other, Archaon can deal with them no problem. what is the biggest threat to your army? And it may not seem right, but it's actually the Chosen, because the Chosen, the thing about monsters with Lizardmen, people are like, hey, Chaos has, Lizardman has monsters, so I should bring Chosen with halberds. Not the case, because Lizardmen dinos actually have really low melee defense. And because they have such low melee defense, I don't need the bonus versus large that halberds apply. My armor piercing Chosen might as well be halberd units. If you're sitting in them, you will lose. So you need some way in your army to deal with my Chosen. In this case, the only thing in your army that could deal with Chosen was the Dread Saurian, and it wasn't very effective at it. Does that make sense? So that's what's missing in your army: solid anti-infantry. You have plenty of anti-large, and you actually don't have any anti-skirmish. My Chaos Marauders with my Marauder Horsemen just were sitting there, and they got their full value. They used almost all their ammo on a Dread Saurian, which is a lot of hit points. That's a lot of Winds of Magic you have to use on that thing to keep it alive. And that's a lot of Winds of Magic you're not using on your Carnosaur, for instance. So you need something to try to pressure my Chameleon Skinks pressure Horsemen very well. And another thing is not Ripperdactyls, but Pterodons. Pterodons, if you drop rocks or pressure off my Marauder Horsemen with that, you can make it so I don't get good value out of those units. So that's why when I saw your build, I was very confident I could defeat it. It's not a very... The build is imbalanced in a way that your build is almost purely good against it would be really good against a Chaos player that brings 2 Shaggoths. So if the Chaos player brings 2 Shaggoths, yeah, your build would be pretty effective, but you don't want to build builds that just gun for one enemy build, because obviously they can bring a plethora of things, like Chosen with great weapons in this case. I have another friend, his name's Palpatine. He brings 2 Manticores and Big Bird, and what he does is he finds your Carnosaur, he Plague of Russes it, and the Manticores kill it. Like, there's many different ways, but all of it revolve around isolating your monsters and trying to kill them, because your monsters are actually better than mine, unless I put a ludicrous amount of money in mine.
So sorry about this way.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, bro. You know what? I'll just throw a
Wait.
pendulum down too, just to get some points.
God.
You know what? I'm gonna stay away from him.